Nope, it's good. Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. Oh, man. I guess I should put in a disc first, huh? Disc 1. Hey, this is the first time something's been in here other than Gabriel Knight in like 2 months. You learned last night through experience that the PC88 emulator on RetroArch Quasi 88 is not an easy one to swap disk images. They actually expect you to leave a core setting turned off to allow save file of the game, which normally uses floppy disks to save and load, to be saved as a separate save file for the purpose of getting retro achievements. That's interesting. RetroArch is terrible with anything that swaps disks. I gave up trying to run C64 stuff on it. Wow. Turn that on, and it will modify the disk image in a way which nullifies the retro achievements made on the disk image. That's lame. All right, let's check out the disc. I haven't really explored the CD. Okay. So, aside from README, there's the setup files, blah, blah, blah. Planet. Ooh. Any cool demos? That's kind of what I was looking for. But it didn't open up a menu I thought it was going to open up. So it doesn't look like there's any demos on this one. CD1. Oh, outtake 1. Of course, there's DX setup. We could install DirectX, although the version I have is actually a more recent version than this one. So, nothing of true value. Here we go. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units had ordered to shoot to kill upon detection of any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution, it was called retirement. Gee, this sounds like the premise of Picard Season 1. I wonder who stole the idea. Los Angeles, November 2019. That was just 4 years ago. Yeah, that looks like Los Angeles. I'm just kidding. Looks more like Florida. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. The fire effects are amazing. For 1997, they are amazing.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right. It's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Hey!
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3. Repeat, code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the 2nd sector.
BR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3. Repeat, code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runsiter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runsiter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runsiter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Ooh.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
All right, first and foremost, I gotta say, that is an amazing intro. I've never watched the intro to this before. That is a freaking awesome intro. No, not yet. I mean, it looks good to me. You're seeing some issues with the stream there, Reg? I mean, at least it doesn't appear on my end. That opening always makes you so sad. Yeah, I believe it. It is an amazing intro, though. That is the video quality. Like, what's the word? The render quality of the models and everything is just astounding. For 1997, this is really, really amazing. All right, let's explore this interface here. Sound effects. We'll put the sound effects. Okay. Sound effects and ambient just a little bit down.
Hey. Take your business elsewhere.
Okay. I'm going to bring these down a little bit.
Peachy. Hey, big guy.
Trying to get
I'm
the right
McCoy,
balance here. Hang on a
LPD Rep
second.
D-Tech unit. Take your business elsewhere. Hey, pal.
All right. Okay, conversation choices. Designer cut? What is that? Let's see. In-game navigation. Crime scene panel, suspect panel, clue panel. Let's see. Below the sliders, a row of 5 radio buttons that control how conversation choices are handled. During a conversation, McCoy will sometimes have a choice of things to say. For example, he could choose the arrest. Okay. It doesn't specify what designer cut is. Hard to believe the advanced tech futures of our youths did not materialize. Yeah. Surly. Normal. Polite. Erratic. We'll just go with normal. Random. Oh, user choice. What? Not science fact, yeah, exactly. Activate Kia, McCoy's personal information manager, by left-clicking on him when he does not have his gun drawn. McCoy's money is displayed on the right side. There is a picture of a bullet at the bottom as McCoy acquires new types of ammunition. More bullets will appear. Select which ammunition McCoy will use by clicking on the appropriate bullet. Okay, whatever. Choose a slot for the save game. Oops, I'm not done there yet. Thank you very much. Quit the game. Resume the game. So that's it. That's everything. Now, we'll address that later. Okay, so there's Kia. Ah. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay. I gotta see if I can figure out how this... I think I just left the crime scene, didn't I? Wait. I didn't want to leave yet. Hang on a second. How the hell do I go back? I think I just failed that particular crime scene. Can I go back to that spot? Where am I supposed to go? He does a better job of parking than people around here do. Designer's Cut option was created to cut down on some of the dialogue in the game. With this option on, only the most important clue containing dialogue will be heard. That could be useful. I could go with simple. All right.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runsiter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
Okay.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Horrors chrome. What?
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on
it.
Thank you. Let's see. What else do we have?
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe. Human and rep.
Okay, so I guess that's going... Yep, that enters.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Lameness, you say? Perhaps he just got finished playing Just Cause 1?
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Okay. So what am I looking for in here? So I think that takes us back outside.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that.
Sorry about that, Rimkus. That was my mistake. Forgot to change it over when I changed the stream title. Thank you very much for that. Should be good now.
I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
Peachy. Welcome in, Rimkus. How are you doing? Yeah, I don't normally give up on games. That's the first time, excuse me, it's the first time in about a year and a half, 2 years that I've done that.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Man, I couldn't stomach that anymore. Oh, it was just awful, awful, awful. Let's see. Okay. So we've got chrome debris.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. Judging from the distance between the prints,
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
scratches and paint flecks, and
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was...
Okay, how do I play this video? Suspect database, clue database. Oh, nice. You can sort. Oh, that's awesome. You can sort and filter the, that's really cool. Okay. So is there a way for me to play this? I guess not. Not yet.
My precious one. She was my baby.
can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
Well then.
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Tell me about this Lucy.
Yes.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. My precious one. She was my baby.
I did abstractism. I gave up on the last mission. Technically last 3 missions because the last mission split into 3 parts. I wasn't, yeah. It started off stupid and I just wasn't going to do it again because it was basically the same premise that I was running into with the one mission that I started out with at the beginning of the stream, where you went in already overwhelmed with auto-targeting rockets and crap like that, and you had nothing to shoot back with except small arms fire. So you didn't, and it was like one shot, you're dead. So you had to figure out how to get around it. It was annoying. God forbid he would sell irreputable holes instead. Disreputable, whatever.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
I just couldn't stomach. It was some of the worst. That was probably the worst of the game. Was any of the checkpoint saves was a high risk you would be under-equipped or unequipped with low health and no way to recover from it.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Dude whines like crazy. Jeez.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Yeah.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler.
Sounds like what happened when you rage quit Fallout 3 like a decade ago. Wow, really? I finished Fallout 3. I enjoyed Fallout 3 tremendously, but there were some points in there that were just stupid.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
Ever played Bloodnet? No. Dominus Infernus, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, there's another section of the room. Okay.
Well, isn't that cute? Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
This doesn't look like hell a cyberpunk thriller. You know what, Darksaber, how you doing, by the way? I have been seriously tempted in getting a copy of that. I've been on and off looking at that for a while. And, I really want to play it. It looks good. I watched Kilgore play part of it, and it looked really fun. This guy was harassing a 14-year-old? What a scuzzbucket, right? You were toward the end, do you think, in the last DLC? Oh, yeah. The DLCs were a little bit much, in my opinion. I didn't really care much for the DLCs.
A candy bar.
That looks like
Yuck.
Rolos. Did he say yuck?
Well, isn't that cute?
Pretty wild ride with Dennis Hopper. Yeah, I forgot Dennis Hopper was in that, but it looked good. It looked like a lot of fun.
A toy dog.
Yeah, it looks like, hey, it's Los Angeles and not New Atlanta. Hacker. Okay, so what did we find, toy dog? That's the toy dog. Still can't do anything with that. A chopstick wrapper.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Okay, so we have another location to visit. Probably. "14-year-olds and a very attractive young thing." Yeah. Creepy.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Wait until we find some clues that implicate
Stick
you in things
around.
you weren't
I may
really
not be
doing.
finished with
Make
you.
you look really bad. What personality are you using? Custom responses? I'm actually, I'm not sure what to choose. I just left it at normal. I had it set to designer cut, but I guess it unchecked it for some reason. But we're just using normal currently. I was like, I don't know. I could do surly.
Totally ruined.
Maybe I should try. Let's try surly. See what happens if I chat with him with this.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Those all pre-select options except for the question option, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it like if I'm going through the story and just searching for clues, maybe I can deal with less dialogue options. It's kind of what I want. Because I'm looking at the manual and I didn't quite understand it. Yeah, see, that was what I was trying to avoid. I almost selected the question mark, but I said, no, I think I'm going to stick with this. I just finished playing Just Cause 1, the original, and I just wasn't in the mood to fight with stuff, you know what I mean? Some dialogue choices can shut down conversations early. Oof. Yeah. I'll stick with those. Finished, yeah. Well, it finished me. How's that sound? It really did. It finished me. Well, at least I got to the final mission, though. I mean, seriously. Like I said, I may finish it off stream. I rage quit it. Yep. Who wouldn't? And the includers includes ones you chose in personality might choose. Oh. So I could do that. Designer cut. I don't quite understand that one yet. Chinian. Okay. Oh, that's our money. Okay, there's our money. We got 100 Chinian. For what good that does us right now. One. You looked up what it does and pasted it. Yeah, that one. Create to cut down some of the dialogue in the game. With this option on, only the most important clue containing dialogue will be heard. Which is weird because it isn't even mentioned in the manual. Not a first playthrough choice, yeah. And I understand there's multiple endings to this based on how you handle the game.
Ruined.
So I think I'm going to enjoy the basic storyline first. I may go back and play it the next time I play it, because I'm sure I'll stream it again. This just gets too many good comments and reviews for it not to be at least reasonably enjoyable. What is this? Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition. See, I bought the original Fallout 3 when it came out. I'm so done with this game. Oh, that was yours. The save game cannot be loaded because it's outdated. This version is -1 and the current version is 48. Jesus Christ. That reminds me, I don't know if anybody saw there was an article title that came up yesterday. I saw it on Reddit this morning.
Totally ruined.
And it says something like a shark virgin birth of a female shark in a tank that has only had female sharks in it for the past 10 years. And it was the first comment that was listed was Jesus Christ. And then right behind it was Mary Megalodon. Couldn't stop laughing this morning. Did this game as a remaster recently. You saw that? I just loved it. Jesus Christ. Somebody else saying, could it walk on water? No, but it can swim on land. And the fact that the game has randomization determined when you first start keeps it interesting for several go-throughs. Nice. Yeah, Night Dive released one last year, actually, if I'm remembering right. GOG has the regular version updated for modern hardware only. In fact, I have that version, Darksaber, as well, and it only works in ScumVM. There is no executable. So we're actually playing this. We're playing this from the original discs. So I get to enjoy it. I get to enjoy it that way, and not that the remaster, the Night Dive remaster is an issue or anything like that. It's beautiful from what I saw. I remember watching you guys streaming it. But also, I'm not a huge fan of ScumVM. I can live with it, but it's just not my favorite. I'd rather DOSBox if I could.
My precious one. She was my...
Your bar for GOG is basically ran as intended. Good enough. Yeah, I mean, as far as playability is concerned, I wouldn't complain. If it was the only option available that I could get. For example, when I bought these discs, I was like, man, a used copy of Blade Runner is like $40 minimum. And even then, it's not in great shape. But I came across a beautiful tri-pack. Not the 3 greatest games, ultimately, but I was happy with what it came with, and I paid $20 shipped, and it's in great shape. So I ended up with a EA release greatest hits box from like 1999 or something like that included Blade Runner, Dune 2000, and Wing Commander Prophecy. And I'm like, you know what? I'd play all 3 of these games. And I understand Dune 2000 gets mixed reviews. But it has all the discs. They are in flawless shape. The box is in flawless shape. It's a little bit pressed in on the back, a little concave, but it's not bad. It's not wrinkled or crinkled or damaged. Even the corners are like pristine, where they tend to get rubbed on shelves. You never hear anybody mention that one. Yeah. But $20 shipped with the original discs in such great shape, I couldn't pass it up. The one game you remember you still have in those paper sleeves was Silent Hill 3. I haven't played that yet. You have a single Wing Commander. That's the only Wing Commander I have in discs. Tree Fitty, yeah. That's the only one I have in it. The collection is growing. Hey, I'll take those in a heartbeat. I mean, ultimately, I would love to have the original box. It's quite valuable. It's worth, it's worth keeping because it's only going to get, pricier, especially now that you can't get the original game at all in any other form other than the remastered version, which if somebody is a collector that wants to keep them, yeah, they'll just go up in value. What is the best Wing Commander and why is it Privateer? You know what? I've never played Wing Commander before. I've got them all. Thank you, GOG. Not because I can get them on GOG, but I mean because I bought them on GOG once. I blame Dr. CDCS for that one. He sat there and played. It wasn't Privateer. I forget which one it was. He played one of them for like several months, and I just kept watching it and watching it. I'm like, I want to play this, but I suck so bad at flying games. So I need to play that. I need to finish Star Wars X-Wing. It's a great freeform space adventures. Ooh, okay.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone
Public
were worth
tier.
a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
See if there's any new information
Find
now.
anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Well, that's just polite. Couldn't you have said a substantially obese individual?
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Wing Commander was installed on the display PCs at your local computer store when you were a kid. Yeah, I remember Wing Commander. I remember Mech Warrior, the first Mech Warrior. I'd go into like Micro Center and other, EB games and things like that. If they had a PC set up, it was almost always going to have Mech Warrior or a Wing Commander game on it. I always enjoyed the moment where you can ask the policeman to interview the crowd, and when you come back, he has useful info, right?
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls
It
and
was
ceiling.
especially funny as the executable was named WC as in toilet. WC as in toilet. I don't know if I get that one, Yuli. I might need an explanation. I did find horse chrome, yeah. I thought he said horse chrome. I'm like, what's horse chrome? Oh, water closet. Yeah. Yeah, I found the horse chrome debris. What that does, I don't know.
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Okay. Have I got everything I need here? Am I supposed to solve this right now? That must be my... Oh, that's my car. Okay, I see. So I guess we can look at that again. Horse chrome sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Game is beatable even if you find nothing
Canvass
here?
the area. Maybe somebody
Wow.
had his eyes open.
I'm
So
on it.
it's not that critical to find clues here. Obviously, I found quite a few clues. This is the very beginning of the game. Have we got anything else I can look at?
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Okay. Clues affect how you want to proceed. Act with more or less info. Gotcha. I love the shadows in this.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
So am I able to use... Hang on a second. How do I call the... How do I call that up? Okay, right. That's combat mode. Okay, I got you. That's not what I
My
want.
precious one. She was my baby.
This is some peak 90s pre-generated background art, and it's gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it.
All my animals.
I mean, honestly, this to me is one of the things that makes this games like from this era so amazing. And one of the reasons I love things like Baldur's Gate is because even though graphically, it's low res, the art was just gorgeous hand-painted stuff, and they didn't waste any time. All the effort was just really, really well intentioned. If you ever want to dabble with older cyberpunk game, take a look at Bloodnet, cyberpunk with vampires. Ooh, that makes sense.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
My other question is, how much pixel hunting is there? Is this a pixel hunty kind of game? I mean, like, this isn't pixel hunting. That's a pretty large target. You bought that a while ago on GOG? Oh, is Bloodnet on GOG? I bet you it's already on my wish list, too. I have such a bad habit of putting stuff on my wish list and forgetting all about it. Let's see.
I'm ruined.
Yes,
Totally
like,
ruined.
it's like the mistake a lot of modern indie games make where pixel art equals simplistic art as opposed to how many awesome sprites can make it with the hardware limitations. I know. That's awful. Bloodnet.
My precious one.
And Darksaber, I played
baby.
System Shock last night, and I was amazed. Oh, I don't have it on my wish list, but it is now. I was so blown away. That was such an awesome game. January 2nd, 1993, Bloodnet. Ooh, yes. Good time frame. I have like 150 games on your wish list in Steam. I don't have that many. My wish list is currently 108 on GOG. I'm not sure what it is on my Steam. I'd have to open it and look. But I mean, oh God, it was just gorgeous. Oh, what's that?
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
Wow, I did not realize that was there. You were delighted with Bloodnet was released on Steam and GOG because I tried several times to play it on your Amiga 1200 back in the day. I wasn't very good at it. That was like me with Sam and Max. We had Sam and Max, but the PC we had at the time was a kind of a budget 486. It was probably like an SX25 or something like that. It wasn't anything powerful or fast or beautiful. The sound on it was probably like some crystal chip. It wasn't all that great. It worked. I mean, it was mainly meant for office work, but it wasn't all that great. And my mother had bought it. You know, I was, 20, 22, I guess, when it came out. And, so she bought it. And I'm like, ooh, LucasArts game. This looks cool. I, for the life of me, could not get it to run on that machine. It would crash every single time. And I ended up giving up on it because I could never get it to run. And it wasn't until last year I finally played it. After 30 freaking years. How do you reduce the number of games reported in the GOG wish list? Buy them. You have 11 items in your wish list, but it still said, oh, I don't know. I've never seen that happen. That sounds like some kind of a weird account bug. Hey, Kim Kong. How you doing? You've always wanted to play this? How are you liking it so far? Just getting started?
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
And I got to say, I'm really impressed with, first of all, the graphics are gorgeous. You know, for 640 by 480, this is really gorgeous. We're playing this on a Pentium 2 in Windows 98, and it's, so this is what I would have seen if I'd played this 25 years ago. It's gorgeous. Earning that stream team spot. Buy more GOG games, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not opposed. Initial response is exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
My precious one. She was my baby.
That is really strange. Wish list titles 11. Wish list 22. That is very strange. Have you tried from like a different browser to see if you get a different number? Maybe it's some kind of weird cache bug. I don't know. That's very strange. I've seen similar kinds of actions like that, but I don't have an answer as to what caused it. I don't want to talk to him again.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
They can only afford 11 of the 12. I can only afford one of the 22. Or 11 of the 22. I can only afford one of the 22. And only if it's on sale for like 80 cents.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
All right, we'll go back here. I feel like I'm probably missing something else. We're getting ready to have ads roll in, and I am sorry about this. I
All
just
my
realized I still got hints on. Here we go. We are generally hint-friendly on this channel, by the way. For the most part, if I ask for hints, I only really ever ask that it be something that is
cute?
not going to tell me the plot or story. I don't want an actual spoiler, but I also would prefer that you ask for hints. There's a channel point redeem, very cheap channel point redeem for that too. No cash in your cash, yeah. Welcome to the world in 2023. My cash has no cash. Where'd your cash go? It was spent before I even earned it. Oh yeah? Mm-hmm, I bought eggs. Just in bank account. That is your PayPal points too. Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, me, I'm married and have children. I have no cash.
I'm ruined.
Okay.
Totally ruined.
But even the animated, I'd say this is a 3D model. I'm not sure. The way it rotates and moves seems a little more nuanced than a sprite. But even it looks good.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
All right. Let's see. We can go somewhere else. I need to figure. I'm assuming I've got what I can get. I am going to pause the game for a moment here just on this screen because, well, we've got ads that are rolling in, and I don't want anybody to miss part of the storylines. And if you'll bear with me, I need to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Give me about 1 minute. All right. For you is the opposite. They have 145 wish listed. items on the page and 127 on the menu. I guess then there's probably a problem with the way the page is reporting things. I don't know. That's really weird. Let's see. Oh no, the Burger King ad abducted Biddo. Sheesh. Did you ever wish list some games through Galaxy? Pretty much I would say that's pretty much the only way I do it, and that's pretty much true. I generally only use Galaxy, but I'll go through the site too, because I actually like the site. I didn't marry or have children, sad story, but probably for the best since I love peace and quiet so much. Get a nice quiet pet, you know. Not a parakeet, whatever you do. All right. Oh, I see. What is this? That is Chinatown. Runsitters Animals, which is where we are. Police station. McCoy's apartment. They had a Sonic ad, and not going to lie, it looked tasty. Double cheeseburger cross with a grilled cheese. You know, it's funny. I have a Sonic gift card sitting on my dresser, and I walked by it when I went into the bedroom just a minute ago, and I went, I should go to Sonic someday. It's been years. We'll go to Chinatown and check out this Chinese restaurant that this rapper came from, maybe. PC Arena.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Hey, buddy.
McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
I just don't got the time. The BK ad was a radio ad with static picture. Apparently that's all advertisers here want to pay for on Twitch. Weird, I've never seen that before. Usually the only thing I ever want from Sonic are their foot-long chili cheese dogs. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go and eat something like that, eat the most unhealthy thing that you can find because you might as well enjoy it.
Excuse me. You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug.
Got to mix more out back.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Okay.
Excuse me, pal.
What a weird dude. Oh, hit the wrong person. Like that KFC Double Down. Yeah, exactly. If you're going to enjoy it, enjoy it. All right, I guess we're just going to have to get in close, huh? Wait. That's not where I wanted to go. I thought I was... Okay, whatever. Oh, this kitchen looks like it came out of Ripper.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
You wanted to go there. Fulfilled your lifetime quota on Double Downs. Yeah, you only need one of those. There's a restaurant. It's a drive-in restaurant, old school like 50s U.S. drive-in style restaurant in Atlanta when I used to live up there, and it'd been there since the 50s, and it's called The Varsity. And that was an experience. The food isn't necessarily fantastic or anything like that, but they would serve thousands of hot dogs and hamburgers a day. It was crazy how busy that place is. And they did the full-scale bar hop where you go in and you pull in and park, and somebody on skates would come out and take your order and bring your food and all of that. I don't know if they're like that anymore. It's really probably been about 20 years since the last time I went.
Stick around. I might want to.
But
talk
I
to you
used to say you go there once just because you have to. It's like part of the requirement living in that area. Okay, so this guy isn't much to talk. Wow. Pull your gun on him, talk or else. Oh, there's somebody sitting here, too. I didn't even notice him.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Well, thank you. That
It's
was
from your
useful.
place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new such.
New such?
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. See you later, Howie.
I guess that's all he wants to say.
See you later, Howie.
All right, well, in that case, then we'll just do it that way. That must be yeah, there's his car. I guess now we go back here and talk to the guy again. Maybe we'll get something different.
There's a test I'd like you to take. It won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test. Totally routine.
Routine? Ah.
Okay. Really? I did not expect this. Yeah, you haven't seen any skating servers. Makes you think they don't for safety concerns. They may not anymore. Yeah.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Sorry, pal. All I got are hundreds.
Hey, that'd work.
Hey, Pops. Hey, Pops.
I am making many new
Vintage Macaroni, thank you for the follow.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting.
Is he hiding here?
Yuck. Totally uninteresting.
That was my take of Just Cause.
Totally uninteresting.
Yeah. Wow, you deleted 3 more Galaxy, and now it says 8, and the browser still says 22. It's got to be something with the website, the way it's reporting. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Who knows? It might even already be on their bug list, but it's just not a high priority since it doesn't really cause any problems, or since it doesn't appear to cause any real major problems. I guess I could be looking for footprints or something, huh?
Locked. Locked.
So if he got in, how can I...
Locked.
Hey, Darksaber, if you're still around, I got a question for you.
Locked.
Okay. Maybe... So we've got crime scene. Okay, interesting.
How long has that chef worked for you? How long has that chef
There's a
worked for you?
database behind
Zubin,
that stuff.
just
Not
month.
uncommon for them to have
Superior
multiple that
chef.
get synced
Makes
up from
all
time to
kinds
time.
of new such.
And it also could be that it's just not pulling the, like, maybe it got stuck on one and it's not pulling from the right place. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. So maybe I should go back? Probably a separate database tables for Galaxy and for website, like tags doesn't transfer between the two. Yeah, it could be anything like that. Who knows?
Totally uninteresting. Yuck.
So what happens if he won't just shoot randomly? Okay. Oh. What's this?
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Good point. Okay, so we found something. What that is, I don't know. That's where we went in. You're guessing morbidly obese replicant uses 14-year-old girl to make a soup of the day. Very attractive 14-year-old soup. There you go. What does that say? UU12 KLAE. This gives me some Tex Murphy vibes. It really does.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was
Did they
gonna
fix
root
the
through
remaster
trash,
yet?
My expectations weren't too high.
I haven't played it. Darksaber or Kilgore might be a better choice to ask that one too. I haven't touched the remaster. This is the first time I've ever played the game, and I've only really watched the remaster when they first dropped it on GOG, and I was watching them stream it, like bits and pieces of it, and I was trying not to watch too much because I didn't want to spoil it for myself, you know. But yeah, that's what I'd heard too. The people saying that it was kind of problematic. So he went that way. What about this way? What's down here? That takes us that way.
See you later, Howie.
So that... Howie's going to be very unhappy. He's going to be very unhappy. Your neighbor's kid singing sounds like a group of British football hooligans. Pre-master mastery. Well, he might be more aware of it, because I know... I feel like he played it. I want to say he was one of the ones that I actually watched stream it. I know for a fact that Kilgore did, because he was really excited to do it. I know he was a fan of this game, or at least he appeared to be. Doesn't look like we have anything else in here that we can do. So maybe... And I don't know how to get that guy out of that back room. Or do I? Can I use these objects? How does that work? Hang on a second. It seems you got this version, not the remaster, a while ago. Might have been on sale or free on GOG. Yeah, you probably have the Scum VM version, which is this minus the executable. Usually when they sell the Scum VM version, there's no executable included in the folder. Oh, that was an awesome transition. I like that. Let's see. Let's see if I can try to figure out how to use items.
Locked. Locked.
Okay, so he's just going to do that no matter what. I guess we can't directly use items. Suspect 3C FM9J. Graceful footprints. Officer statement. Shell casings. Whereabouts. Replicant? Scum VM is fine too as long as it runs. Hey, I'm good with Scum VM. It's not my favorite platform. I'd rather use DOSBox, honestly, even though DOSBox is a little fiddlier than Zubin. Lucy. It's a little fiddlier than Scum VM is. I prefer the results from DOSBox better. You didn't realize this game was this much of a point-and-click adventure. Yeah, it is a, I guess one of the last Westwood point-and-click adventures, because Westwood, I want to say, got bought out by EA in the late 90s, and point-and-clicks were disappearing. You know, they were pretty much cutting those out by the 1990s, like the late 1990s, because I know, like Ripper, for example, was that 96, I think? And that one was way, way over budget. And the X-Files game was like 1998 as well. So, you know, towards the tail end of it. And this one was massively high budget. Like, this has some of the best video quality of any FMV I've played outside of modern ones, like high-resolution 1080p ones and things like that. It was just really, really well done. And full cast and everything. And this was essentially a failure. Even though it was a pretty good game. Weird controls, but it was a pretty good game. Yeah, just launched it. Showed the ScumVM. Yeah, ScumVM first thing. Yep, that's generally the way it plays. But it's mainly because this game came from 1997. It requires DirectX and Windows 95, 98 to run. So odds are it doesn't work very well, if at all, in a modern PC, even with like DX wrappers and things. There's a few games that are like that, or they're so problematic that the easier way would just be used ScumVM. You prefer DOSBox versions because you like to try and put them on your Mister and run them there. See, there you go. And the same with me, because I want to play System Shock 2, and the reason I haven't played System Shock 2 yet is because they actually modified that executable to run on current versions of Windows. And which is fine. It runs great. It looks good. But I can't run it on my Pentium 2 because I want to take advantage of the EAX features and things that are in there, and you can't. So I'd need to get a copy of the actual discs. There's no move to your playlist considerably. Yeah, this is a good game so far, what I can see. But it looks like maybe... It looks like I'm going to have to go somewhere else. I'm guessing I'm missing something. Maybe he dropped something on the ground, and it's kind of like X-Files, where you're looking for that one little cigarette butt at the beginning, and it's just not obvious. Maybe I should check the hallway a little more carefully. Then I'll call it done on this area, and we'll just go to the next location. What I'm hoping for is, like, is there a key? Is there something on the door I can pull? You know, and it breaks it loose. Oops, wrong button. And there is some things about this that probably work better in ScumVM in the enhanced version. And that is, like, clicking on him to bring up the inventory takes forever. As far as I'm concerned. It's definitely not instantaneous. Yeah, I bet you that actually is more responsive. All right, I'm good with this. I feel pretty confident. I've been pretty thorough with these scenes so far. Not to say I haven't missed something, but let's get back to his car. And we'll skip a room. Just go straight to the area where his car is. Come on, McCoy. All right, let's see. So we've gone to Runsitter's Animals. We've gone to Chinatown. There's McCoy's apartments. Let's go to the police station. Maybe we can turn some of this evidence in, and they can do some research. Oh, wow. What a police station. I don't suppose there's going to be any clues up on the landing deck, huh? Wow. It's like I walked into a bank vault. Where the hell am I going?
Lockup. Roof. Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting ground floor. Laboratory. Roof.
Okay, we're on the roof level. We'll just go down Floor by floor.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. The shell casings from Runciter should be in the Museum of Military History.
How's that?
They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware. Heavy caliber. That puppy can punch right through a tank.
What can I conclude from that?
Whoever used this piece didn't just walk into their local sporting goods store and buy it. Those babies are collectibles, and they ain't cheap.
Anything else?
We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runciter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Chrome off of a 1995 Pontiac. Not from the manufacturer, because they weren't using any chrome as far as I'm aware. They stopped that, I think, in the 70s? You can have things chromed, but it wouldn't have been OEM. It would have been aftermarket. Okay, so we've gotten quite a bit there. And he says we're done. So let's try what's next.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards
McCoy 0?
For the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Why is it? It sounds like it's. It sounds like the audio is reversed. And of course, there's no way to swap the audio channels. Not in game.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Esper Room? What's this? I can't read that. That says Esper Room, whatever that is.
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
I guess we'll go this way. Whatever Esper Room is. Oh, this is the mainframe. Okay. There you go.
Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Runciter crime scene.
Enhance. Enhance. Oh! Okay, we can literally enhance. Let's see. Enhance. I know, that's where CSI got the idea, right? That's pretty cool, though, man. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. What do we have here? He looks like you. Good Friday. Aw, thank you, I think. So this is the tiger they were talking about, I guess. Am I looking for something specific? Let's see. Snake. Okay, nothing there. I feel like I'm looking for a needle in a haystack on this. That's the monkeys that he said, "Oh, cute." Aha.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
That's what I was looking for. In that picture, I just didn't know what it was. Okay. Is there anything else that I could be looking for? What's this? How you doing, Sir Citizen? Gorilla. And what is this? Oh, that's a bunny rabbit. Okay. I think. Looks like it. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we're done with that one.
Run-sitter crime scene.
This might actually be a little easier to find what I'm looking for, since this is one of the characters we're looking for. Actually, it's both of them.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Interesting. It not only enhanced it, it actually brought out the color and whatnot too, so you could see the face and not just shadows, which is kind of cool. Okay, what about what he's got there? He's missing a finger, or it's been cut off by the tablet he's using. I can't quite figure it out. My guess is that's the car they were driving up in. That's the Pontiac. That's
a black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times.
Definitely
Give me a hard copy of that.
Definitely not a 95. That's more like 70s. Early 70s, maybe. Late 60s, but early 70s, I'm thinking. Let's see. I think that's just something hanging upside. Yeah, just wires. Or a shadow. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so let's check the other photo. We got two things off that one.
Run-sitter crime scene.
What else do I have? Okay, nothing of value there. What about the camera? We know we found the camera hanging from the ceiling. It wasn't attached. I think it was up in this general area. Why is it not working? There we go. Okay. I'm guessing we've got what we can from here. I don't think there's anything else I can pull. Actually, I'll try this area here. Is there something of value maybe in that region? Nah, it's just animal cages. Okay. Got nothing. Okay, good enough, I think. Box under the rabbit.
Consider crime scene.
Could check that. Let's see. Doesn't hurt. Box under the rabbit cage. That was over here. Looks like if I bump up against the edge, it won't pick it up. So I need to do it just before it hits the edge. I think I see what you're talking about. The box here, right? This box? The reflection of his computer in the art behind him. Hey, how's it going, Dick Danza? Good to see you. We'll check that too. That doesn't seem to be anything. Although you can keep kind of zooming in on shit, so. Reflection. You thought, yeah, I can see why you would have thought so. I mean, that's pretty impressive, to be honest. I kind of like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're thinking in terms of the movie. Yeah, that was a good call out. I hadn't really thought about that. And I could see them pulling something like that off, trying to find, what was on the tablet. And I think, for the most part, I think I would have gotten a result if, when I looked at it from the other picture, because it has a better view of it. Yeah, it's just a sconce. Nothing fancy about that. Nothing special. All right, I'm gonna call it good here. Let's check out the firing range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
It's your favorite movie, to be honest? You've seen it a billion times. I've seen it a few times. I have it on DVD. I bought it years and years ago. Actually, I probably bought it about 20 years ago. It is a good game, or a good movie. It really is. I've never seen the second one to it. I haven't seen the new one, or newer one. So it's either this or this. Okay.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database.
Ooh.
Clue
All right.
database transfer complete.
Okay, so that's that. This is the firing range, I guess?
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
He sounds really familiar. He sounds really, really familiar. Looking to see if I can find... There it is. Who all was in this? Let's see. Mark Benninghoffen was Ray. Warren Burton as Runsiter. Gwen Castaldi as the dispatcher newscaster. She sounds familiar. Who is that? Oh, by the way, it was the 14-year-old girl, well-known actress. Her voice sounded familiar, like the one from Caprica. So that would be... Where's Lucy? Lucy was Polly Perrette. You know that name. That was Abby from NCIS. I did not know that was her. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Wow. I did not know that was her voice. That's amazing. Impressive. Let's see. Makes you think of the monk in Men in Tights. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? But familiar voice nonetheless. Yeah, and relatively famous. In fact, she's probably the most well-known character out of the entire NCIS franchise. At least I know. I don't even watch that show. I don't watch any of them, but I know who she is. As soon as I saw the name, I went, oh yeah. Now, Stephen Root is also a voice in this. Anybody seen my stapler? It's the Red Wing line. He's also a voice. That's Early Q. Well, older people remember Dan Harmon from when he had a career. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I mean character on the show. Like, she's probably the most well-known character on the show. She gets... Even people who don't watch the series probably know of her character simply because she just had so much attention. She was quite popular. And she's fell ill, didn't she? I forget what she came down with. Something happened to her. And I forget now what it was. Yeah, the sickness. Severe. She suffers a severe phobia of magicians and conventional ovens. Wow. And the least people know her from Two Idiots, One Keyboard GIF. Yeah. I forget what it was. I don't see what it was that she came down with. Hang on just a second there. I have a present for coffee, and she brings it in when she comes in, and she goes, "I have present." I was like, "Yep, you have a present." She hands it to me, and then puts her hands out, so I shake one. She, I took it from her. She says, I snatched it right out of her hand. You don't know who Abby is, but I know who Mark Harmon is. Does that count? Yeah, Abby is my mother's cat. Well, was Abby's. My mother's cat has been dead for what, 7 years? 8 years? Something like that. Lisa Edelstein, Crystal from House is pretty well known as well. Yeah. Let's see. So we came from that way.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
I wonder who this guy is. What's his name?
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Oh well. If I ever hear his name again, I'll see if I can figure out who he is.
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Jack, that's his name. Okay.
Target and shoot all threats.
Uh-oh.
Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
I don't see a target. Are we going to get a target to shoot? Let's see. Jack. His name is Jack. Let's see. Brian James ain't unknown, either character actor as villain in lots of shows. They have quite a good cast there, yeah. There's a lot of good folks in this. The voiceovers and the acting and whatnot are just top notch. Let's see. Let's see if I can find Jack in the list. I don't see a Jack listed here. Might just be somebody listed under additional voices. There's a bunch of folks under additional voices. I bet you that's who it is. It's just one of these people I'll have no way of knowing who it is. All right, whatever. Oh, wait, the blue ones are the bad guys. Is that right? How do I know which one's hostile, which one's not? Okay, blue is not hostile. Blue is on my side. That's what it looks like, because I can't shoot them. It won't let me. Wow, was I shooting through the wall? Is that what it was? You could see him through the wall? Weird. No, it's not through the wall. Quick Friday shop. How's it going? So far, so good, Sundog. So far, so good. All right, whatever. Gun, no gun, yeah. Oh, I see. We can travel through here. Okay. That's the deal. Well, that was weird. What am I looking for? What am I waiting for? Where are we going to start? Like, what's going on here? Why is there such a delay? I vaguely remember seeing this scene in the streams. If gun shoot, else wait. Robot logic. Such a huge delay. I don't understand this. Oh, there he is. I think what I'm hearing is the other scenes where stuff is popping up. Is she holding a baby? That's not right. That was messed up, man.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Okay, so does the scoreboard change? Minus 54. Because I kept shooting the good guys. How do I know? This doesn't make any sense. Last run, minus 54. Okay, I'm going to try one more time because I feel like something's not right. I was thinking it was the blue ones I was supposed to shoot, but it wouldn't let me shoot them.
Hit the lock, Jack.
I could only shoot the good guys. How does that work?
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
Great. Okay. Is there something in the manual about this? Headquarters. Practice your shooting skills. Combat course. Here we go. Combat course. Purpose of this area is to teach you target recognition, reaction, and timing. Draw your weapon and shoot the targets. Get used to your gun because you'll need to react quickly when you're in the field. You can check your score by clicking on the computer monitor in the hallway outside. It's above the entrance to the mainframe. Thanks. That's great. Which one do I shoot? The blue or the red guys? The bad ones! The bad ones! That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I hear them in the other room. So I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh, I see. Wait until they turn around. I get it. I get it now. They will pop up if they turn around with a gun pointing at you. That's the confirmation they're hostile. So red or blue isn't quite that important. It's whether or not they point the gun at you that's important. So they kind of throw you off. The ones not holding the babies, yeah. Yeah, I don't think holding a baby is considered threatening. Okay. Let's see what happens now. We'll just go through the rest of this. And we'll exit. Dirty diaper, shoot, yeah. That's nasty. So I shouldn't be negative 54 anymore. I'm probably negative 108 instead. Okay. Don't forget the little girl carrying the physics book. Yeah. Oh, what was that? What was that? I still got negative 54. How did I get negative 54? Whatever. Men in Black, that's it. And why did you think the little girl carrying the physics book was a threat? Did you see that little girl? She was like 8 years old. She's in there studying physics.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Okay. And this is a massive room. Wag the Dog. That was a good movie. All right, let's have a conversation with this guy, whoever he might be.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Wow, isn't he friendly?
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
Well, get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
All right, whatever. We'll go here. And we'll take a look at the basement. Sean Connery at his finest. Oh, the lockup. Okay. Who's this joker?
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Okay, so not really useful information here. Where's the exit? Oh, there it is. All right, back to the roof. We'll get back in the car. No need to draw your weapon to get into your police vehicle on top of the police station if you're having that much problems. Okay, we'll go back to Chinatown. And then sadly, I'm going to have to call it a day. Got things to do this afternoon before our night stream tonight. My wife's channel. We'll be playing Team Fortress 2 to start with. That'll happen at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I got to go as well, Susie. I'll be your host. Well, your visible host. Incoming ads for you non-subscribers. Use your Twitch Prime now. But yeah, Team Fortress 2, we're going to do man versus machine. The kiddo will be involved along with several others. Hopefully it'll just be a full team up. We've been doing really well when we've been playing and actually completing them, which is interesting and fun. And then we'll roll into some golf with your friends and maybe Jackbox after that, something like that. In any case, all I can say is I'm glad that I am putting Just Cause to bed, whether I'm done with it or not. I will likely finish it off stream, though. I just have a hard time leaving that one as is. The shame game. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. Thank you for putting up with Just Cause. We won't be playing that one again, so don't worry about that. Everybody unfollowed. Why are we playing this game? I don't know. So we're going to play that next. Once we're done with Blade Runner, which, I don't know, 3-4 streams maybe, we're going to play Fallout 2. That's already next. That's the next RPG game. I'm going to get Fallout 2, which is on my wall of shame. So I'll replace Fallout 2's wall of shame